This is Baruch Hashem, our 30th year. It's a big number. We're proud to say from the 30 years, we have 22 graduating classes, which give us a lot of nachas.
I remember going to school in Yeshiva Tiferes Torah in Rabbi Abadi's shul. Then we moved from there to the building where they are today. I remember we were excited as can be. We were moving to this big yeshiva. I still enjoy hearing the same stories that I heard when I was in Yeshiva Tiferes Torah 30 years ago. And you hear Rabbi Mendel, Rabbi Stavsky, Rabbi Winkler, Rabbi Newman. I see the simcha on my children's face of having that excitement brings back warm memories.
I think that Yeshiva Tiferes Torah has much more, the Manal, Rabbi Gelwax, is much more than just to open up a school. It's more to give the kids a mahalach in life and to enjoy the school and to enjoy learning, to have a geschmack in learning. It's to give over to the children a real Messiah.
Our motto is to be emes. From the primary on, I taught the primary for many years. The first thing I learned from my Rebbe, Meir Pilchik, was to write emes on the board every day. The Eibishter signs his name emes. The Eibishter wants us to mimic him. And the main thing the Eibishter wants us to mimic him is an emeskite.
There's an electricity in the air. You walk into the building, there's boys outside the office holding cards with shilas on them, a bomb kasha that they asked the Rebbe in class. Go show it to Rabbi Gelbwex, and the excitement on their face that I asked a great shilah today. They're not there for the candy, which they get anyway. But the simcha of the learning, of thinking something through and coming up with a good shaila is priceless.
I find that my children come home from school, it's much more than, yeah, my Rebbe said this today, my Rebbe said that today, we had this raffle, we had that raffle, this program worked out, that program worked out. Come home with such a smile and so happy and so excited. I think that geschmack reverberates throughout the school, from Rabbi Gelwex to Rabbi Feldman, to the Rabbeim, to the teachers.
All in all, there's an achdus. They come to Bar Mitzvah, they have a whole dance. They present the Bar Mitzvah boy with the present. It's just beautiful to see.
The 8th grade brings the challenge of, for the Bochum, getting into the Siftas. The difference from the beginning of the year till now is an unbelievable difference in growth, which comes along from learning that Achrayas, and it brings a big ruach in, because the boys always have to make sure that I get this Taisus clear, that I have that Gemara clear, and it even brings Popol Chaverim, the Bochum speaking with each other, getting clear the Gemara, constantly chazering.
Rebbe gives up his extra time during the lunch break and recess to give separate shiurim for Taisus and Chazer, Gemara. He gives optional Taisus tests. He gives sheets which really help us, and he gives every Sunday Hebrew testing Gemara, which really prepares us for Masifta.
Rebbe makes sure everybody is prepared for yeshiva. For Fahars, he makes extra shiurim. He takes his own time to help everybody, even during recess. And the warmth and the Ben Adon Chavera in Yeshiva Tiferes Torah is enormous.
It's a great nachas to see that the Bochum from Yeshiva Tiferes Torah are among the top Bochum in the top yeshivas all over America.
We're very proud of the programs that we have. There's a lot of geschmack in the ruach to the yeshiva, to the boys. One is the Pashas Shavua, where every week we give out sheets with questions and answers on the Parsha. And every Sunday there's a test, the grades 6th, 7th, and 8th. And at the end of Bereshis, there's a grand test on all the Parshas.
Feeling of electricity in the yeshiva. The boys take it seriously, but they're excited. It ends with a big siyum, full of boys that put in a proper effort, and the Chinese auction. And in general, you see that the yeshiva is constantly looking for ways to enhance the program, to add to the curriculum in a comfortable way. upping the level of Yediyas, but at the same time keeping that geschmack that YTT is always known for.
One Manal mentioned to me that he asks questions around the parasha every week, and he has a bochum from all over, and he says that the bochum from Yeshiva Tiferes Torah have the Chumash Yediyas the best, which comes from the Chumash program that we have every week.
Every boy in the class, no matter what level he's on, you're putting the effort, you're a success in Yeshiva Tiferes Torah. Baruch Hashem, the boys stay because of that, because they're made to focus on everything they're accomplishing. Everyone feels good when they're accomplishing.
28 years ago, when my Shver passed away, my wife wanted to do something, and she thought about this idea of fathers coming to learn with their sons on a Motzei Shabbos in the winter when it's a long Motzei Shabbos night. I called my mentor, Rabbi Yehuda Allbaum, and we discussed how we should do it, and he thought it was a great idea. And then we started it. And Baruch Hashem, now it's spread all over. Baruch Hashem, I think we have the schus that wherever they go, we have a schus in it.
My children come home off the bus with such excitement and smiles on their faces that they have a great day every single day, day in, day out. And it's something that Rabbi Goldwax instills in his Talmidim, and all the Rabbeim instill it in their Talmidim. And we are grateful for Rabbi Goldwax for instilling Simchas Achayim to our children and having a geschmack in learning.
Rabbi Goldwax goes to Eretz Yisrael, he could have between 40 and 50 boys showing up to any of the reunions. To see boys that are in their 20s and they come back to their 8th grade manal and they all come over and sit down and speak to him, and Rabbi Goldwax remembers them. When he watches the boys and they come back home and they get married and they start their own homes, that's part of his nachas, that's part of his job.
I remember when we opened up the new wing of the Beis Medrash with the classrooms downstairs with the new primaries. It was such a grace simcha for us, and that was 15 years ago. And now we're in our 30th year. Baruch Hashem, we're getting ready to close up here, and as Hashem move into the new building with the Eivishter's help, together with everybody else's help.
We'll be able to learn better. Classroom will be more spacious. In the winter, the heat will be working. In the summer, the air conditioner will be working. We'll have new desks.
I feel as a parent, it's an achrayus that we should do whatever we could do to help this new building become a reality. Just for the kids itself, that they should be able to continue enjoying going to school and love being there and having geschmack in their learning.
The steel is up, some of the block is up. We're just waiting a little bit and hoping that we have a few days of some warmer weather so they can pour the slabs. I was there a few weeks ago with Rabbi Goldwax. I'm standing in the gym and he's looking into the building and he's standing there like in disbelief that this is really happening. This year is the 30th year anniversary of Yeshiva Tiferes Torah, and how befitting it is at the 31st year when Yeshiva starts to move into a state-of-the-art building.
I feel Yeshiva Tiferes Torah prepares you for the future, prepares you for high school, for Beis Medrash, for kollel, and even for working. The sense of ehrlichkeit and the sense of simplicity and the sense of happiness, that was, I think, instilled by Yeshiva Tiferes Torah from when I was a little boy till I graduated. And I give credit to Yeshiva Tiferes Torah for that.
Our goal is that our boys should grow up to be whatever they're going to be. If they're going to go into chinuch, if they're going to go into business, whatever they're going to feel they're going to go into, we want they should be a Talmid Chacham.
Vihi lo